Hare Krishna, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Namo Om Vishnu Padaya, Krishna Krishtaya, Bhutale, Srimate Bhakti Vedanta, Swami Niti Namine, Namaste Saraswati Devi, Gauravani Pracharine, Nirvishesha Shunyavadi, Paschatya Desatarine, Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukham Karoti Vachalam Pangam Langate Girim Yatpatamaham Vande Shri Gurum Dinatarine Hare Krishna. So today we have seen verse number 18. So 16 and 17 Krishna explained about the two concepts or two aspects of realization that are explained in Vedas. One is the Brahman, so the Jivas who are liberated. So Kshara and Akshara. Kshara are those who are in this material world. Akshara are Brahman. Actually, logically, both are Brahman, but out of that, Kshara are bound, Akshara are liberated. And above that, Krishna had told in the 17th verse that there is Paramatma who is above this. And this is the second realization of the yogis. Now, Krishna in the 18th verse gives the topmost realization of the or the topmost conclusion, what we can say, of the Vedas. Yes, yasmat ksharam atito aham
Yasmaksharamatitoham
aksharat api chottama
aksharat api chottamaha
ato asmi loke vede cha
atosmi loke vede cha
pratitaha purushottamaha.
patita purushottamaha.
Okay, please stand.
Yasmaksharam ato yasmaksharam atitoham aksharat api chottamaha atosmi loke vede cha pratita purushottamaha.
यस्माक्षरम् अतितो अहम् अक्षरात् अपि चोत्तमः अतो अस्मि लोके वेद च प्रार्थितः पुरुषोत्तमः.
Okay, so translation and purport. Because I am transcendental beyond both the fallible and the infallible. Because I am the greatest, I am celebrated both in the world and in the Vedas as the Supreme Person. Purport. No one can surpass the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna, neither the conditioned soul nor the liberated soul. He is therefore the greatest of personalities. Now it is clear here that the living entities and the Supreme Personality of Godhead are individuals. The difference is that living entities, either in the conditioned state or in the liberated state, cannot surpass the quantity of inconceivable potencies of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. It is incorrect to think of the Supreme Lord and the living entities as being on the same level or equal in all respect. There is always a question of superiority and inferiority between their personalities. The word Uttama is very significant. No one can surpass the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The word Loke signifies in the Purusha Agama, the Smriti scriptures, as confirmed in the Nirukti dictionary, Lokyate Vedartho Anena. The purpose of Vedas is explained by the Smriti scriptures. The Supreme Lord in his localized aspect of Paramatma is described in the Vedas themselves. The following verse appears in the Veda Chandogya Upanishad 8.12.3. Tavad esha samprasado asmascharirat samuthaya param jyoti rupam sampadya sevena rupena abhini spadyate sa uttamaha purusha. The super soul coming out of the body enters the impersonal Brahma Jyotir. Then his form, he remains in the spiritual identity. That supreme is called Supreme Personality. This means that the Supreme Personality is exhibiting and diffusing his spiritual effulgence, which is ultimate illumination. That Supreme Personality also has localized aspect as Paramatma by incarnating himself as the son of Satyavati and Parashara. He explains the Vedic knowledge as Vyasdev. So here in this shloka, Krishna is actually using the word aham. So he is telling that I am transcendental. Atitaha, word uses atitaha. I am transcendental both to kshara and akshara. And this is the same line or the same way Krishna has told in the last verse. But he said, I am beyond the akshara and I am present everywhere and maintaining everyone as Paramatma. But here he is using the word Uttama. So I am the best of everyone. And it is I, Ato Asmi Loke Vedecha. So Asmi word again used here, I am. So I am in this Vedic Vedas everywhere. I am specified as the Purushottama or the supreme person. So the title of the chapter is Yoga of the Purushottam Yoga. Right? So identification or connecting with the supreme person. So this is the Bhagavan realization, what we say, the topmost realization in the spiritual thing. And here Krishna, in a way, explains that how he is the origin of the Brahman, origin of the Paramatma, and above that is Krishna himself. So in this verse, Krishna establishes his supremacy above the all other realizations. So the Gyanis, though they may understand the Brahman realization, and the yogis may be up to Paramatma, but who understands the topmost supreme person is by bhakti. So Krishna has already used the word bhaktya mama vijanati. So my bhakta will understand this. So also in 6th chapter and 7th chapter, Krishna has told that even if the Gyan Yogi or the Ashtanga Yogi, if they want to realize the supreme truth, they need bhakti. So only Gyan alone cannot give the complete realization. Bhakti is required. Similarly, for yogis also, when Krishna told that he has to focus the or focus or between the two eyebrows and take the life air at the top of the main chakra, and then through the top of the head he leaves this body. But at that time also Krishna has told that he has to remember the Supreme Lord. So that remembrance of Supreme Lord is actually the bhakti part. So for Gyanis and Yogis, they need bhakti to understand the topmost position of Bhagavan. But a bhakti yogi who is directly serving the Lord, when he understands the Supreme Lord, in that comes the realization of the how to say the Brahman and also the Paramatma. So all realizations come in that. So this way Krishna is establishing himself as the origin of everything. Because if Brahman exists everywhere and Paramatma is maintaining the Brahman and he is the source of Paramatma, then that means he indirectly pervading everywhere. So it's not required for Krishna to be personally go everywhere because Paramatma is already there. And so like if somebody has factories in Japan and India, so that person may appoint somebody as in charge of the India factory, and he may get all the details from that person sitting in one place in Japan. So similarly, he can keep others also. So that becomes so that the original person don't need to go everywhere. So the Paramatma feature, because he is with Akshara and Kshara both. So Krishna, by connection with the Paramatma, he knows what's happening everywhere. But still, he is not Krishna says that though I am everywhere, I am not part of this. So how is that? Because he is not directly part of it. His Paramatma feature is everywhere. So by that he is part of it. So in this chapter, actually, Krishna explains how he is pervading. So connection with the Supreme Person is by Bhakti Yoga. So this is also a glorification of Bhakti. So in the same line, Krishna will talk in the next verse. Now, what happens when a person understands his position, or a yogi, not person, when we say yogi. So different types of yogi, Gyan yogi, Ashtanga yogi, Bhakti yogi. So when a yogi understands his Krishna's position, then what happens? That Krishna will tell in the next verse. So that we'll see tomorrow. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. So any comments or any questions, additions? Okay, Hare Krishna. Thank you very much for joining. We'll see you tomorrow with the next verse.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for joining. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.